in about now.
Uh, Hare Krishna, Damnit Pranam to all. Hari Bol. I, Prem Prakash Gaurdas, on behalf of ISKCON Coventry, would like to welcome you again in the next Sunday Sangha program and would like to again welcome you on the Adivas weekend of appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. This Sunday Sangha program is going to be special because we are going to build our mood for Gauranga Mahaprabhu, appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So, pack your bags, get ready to start with the program. And to begin with, we are going to have a Prabhupada Arti to take blessings of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada so that we can serve him better and we can enjoy and relish our Sunday Sangha program, making ourselves more Krishna consciousness. And then we are going to listen to a very special video from Srila Prabhupada. After that, we are going to get into our bhajan session. We all love the bhajan sessions because that's what Nam Sankirtan is. And after that, we are going to get into the mood of appearance of Gaurang Mahaprabhu. His Grace Guru Sevga Prabhu is going to enlighten us with the pastimes. After that, we are going to temple for the arti and we will be doing closing with Nasimha prayer. And to begin with, I welcome you all to ISKCON Coventry Temple. Our Pujari Sachinan Prabhu is ready, and um, and Mataji is ready as well. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for joining us. If you can unmute yourself,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
then Pranam. How are you, Mataji? Doing
I'm
good.
good, thank you. And yourself?
I'm good as well. Thank you, Mataji. And then, if you're all set, then we are all waiting to do Guru Puja. Hari Bol.
Jai, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Prabhupada ki Jai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bandho Mui Savadhana Mate Bandho Mui Savadhana Mate Yahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatoriya Yahai Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitite Koriya Kya Arana Kori Ho Mane Asha Arana Kori Ho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Ye Prasade Pure Sarva आशा ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदन दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ होते अविद्या विनाशयते वेदे गाय यहाँ चरितो वेदे गाय यहाँ रचरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना हा हा प्रभु कोरो दोया देह मोरे पद छाया एबे यश घुष त्रिभुवाना एबे यश घुष त्रिभुवाना दुई पदिले ला शराना दुई पदिले ला शराना श्रीला प्रभुपाद पतिता पवाना श्रीला प्रभुपाद पतिता पवाना श्रीला प्रभुपाद पतिता पवाना जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल 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 श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्री गुरुदेव की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल
Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा
So, the auspicious song concludes the Guru Puja and blesses us all for the next session to go on. And thank you, Mataji. That's wonderful, wonderfully sung. And
थैंक यू प्रभु जी हरे कृष्णा
we are seeing you after a long time, and we can see from your voice that you are so much eager to serve. Thank you, Mataji.
जय कृष्णा
Thank you so
हरे
much
कृष्ण
for being there. Hare Krishna. And now we are going to our next session. And before we go to the next session, just to introduce you to Srila Prabhupada, in the age of 70, travel from Vrindavan, the best place to be in the entire whole creation universe, to the west, feeling the pains of young to-be devotees, and he travels and distributes Krishna's mercy to all. Let's directly listen from him what he has today to inspire us. Hare Krishna.
So one must know how to connect Krishna. Krishna is everywhere. This is Krishna consciousness. This is Krishna consciousness. One must know how you can derive from these features of Krishna's form in wood or iron or metal. That doesn't matter. Krishna is everywhere. And you have to learn how to contact Krishna with everything. That will be explained in this system of yoga. We learn it. So, the Krishna consciousness is also yoga, the perfect yoga, the highest of all yogic systems. Anyone, any yogi may come and we can challenge and we can say that this is the A1 yoga system. This is A1 and it is very simple at the same time. You haven't got to exercise your body. Suppose if you are weak or you feel some tiredness, but in Krishna consciousness you won't feel. All our students, they are simply ants has to be overloaded with work. Krishna consciousness. Swamiji, what can I do? Or what can I do? And they are actually doing. Nice, very nice. They don't feel tired. That is Krishna consciousness. In material world, if you work for some time, then you feel tired, you require rest. Of course, I am not, I mean to say, exaggerating myself. I am an old man of 72 years. Oh, I was ill. I was back to India. I have come again. I want to work. I want to work. Naturally, I should have been tired for all these activities, but I don't feel. So far I can do. I want to work. I want to day and night. At night I work with dictaphone. So I'm sorry if I become sorry if I cannot work. This is Krishna consciousness. One must be very much anxious to work. It is not that it is an idle society. No. We have got sufficient engagement. They are editing papers, they are selling papers. They simply find out how Krishna consciousness can be spread. This is practice.
Hare Krishna. Subscribe to
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhupada, for giving us Krishna consciousness. I don't know whether we are there or not, but we all aspire to be there, and with your mercy we'll be able to be there. And I feel every one of us feels the same. Thank you so much for being here, leaving all of your engagement to Sunday Sangha at Coventry, obviously virtually, but it's there. And now we are going to enter into our next arena of relishment of Krishna consciousness, bhajans. And to begin with, we are going directly to temple Haribol, and there our beloved Sachinandan Chand is waiting for us. Srila Prabhupada is waiting for us, and the Kirtan is led by Sachinandan Prabhu. Haribol. So while they are preparing for the Kirtan, I would like to tell that Kirtan is our life and soul. Mahaprabhu invented to inaugurate one very important mission, and this mission is Harinam Sankirtan, where we get together and chant the holy names. Although now Corona is impacting every one of us, but it seems like we are still there virtually sitting right next to each other and then doing Sankirtan. I think now Sachinandan Prabhu is ready, and
Yes, we are ready. Hare
then,
Krishna.
and then we can all enjoy that Sankirtan. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshav Madhava, Dina Dayal, Keshav Madhava, Dina Dayal. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshav Madhava, Dina Dayal, Keshav Madhava, Dina Dayal. Deen Dayal Prabhu, Deen Dayal. Deen Dayal Prabhu, Deen Dayal. Giri Bajadhari केशव श्रीधर माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि अच्युत केशव श्रीधर माधव गोविंद गोपाल हरि जमुनापुरी में बंसी बजावे जमुनापुरी में बंसी बजावे नाट वेशधारी नाट वेशधारी जय गोविंद जय गोपाल जय गोविंद जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल दीनदयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल गिरिवरधारी नंद दुलार गिरिवरधारी नंद दुलार हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, Sachinanda Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful Kirtan. Uh, if you have any difficulty in listening to me, just give me 1 second. Hare Krishna, Sachinanda Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful Kirtan. And now we are going to next program at our home, and Ashani is here for the next Kirtan. And we will be doing it right way. Just give us 1 second to set it up. Haribol.
Haribol. Danvat pranam to everyone. So today we got the news that sorry, there's some technical issues. Haribol. Hope that's fine now. Hare Krishna. Sorry, there was a bit of technical issues. So, Dandavat Pranam everyone. Thanks for having us. And today we got the news that our Guru Maharaj is not well again. He's having symptoms of typhoid. That's been positive, and we're just praying for his recovery soon. So please pray for him, and just pray to Lord Gauranga that he should get well soon. And please join us for Kirtans. Hari Bol. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gauranga naam re. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Jo jana Gauranga bhaje, se amaro pran re. Je jana Gauranga bhaje, se amaro pran re. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Jai jana Gauranga bhaje, se amara pran re. Jai jana Gauranga bhaje, se amara pran re. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Nachiya nachiya beaule. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Nachiya nachiya beaule. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Gauranga bolia, do bahu tuliya. Nachiya nachiya beaule. Bhaj Gauranga, kaho Gauranga, laho Gaurangir naam re. Jai jana Gauranga bhaje, जय जना गौरंगा भजे से अमर प्राण रे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे विष्णु प्रिया प्राणदान नदिया बिहारी जय नित्याचार जय नित्याचार जय नित्याचार एक चक्रधार। Hare Krishna. I'm sorry if there was some network issue. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. It's over to you.
Very well. And I would like to seriously apologize. Sometimes the network, the technical things doesn't play very good, and then we all have to feel the consequences. I'll humbly like to apologize and please forgive us for this is not happening for the second time. Hare Krishna, but nicely sung, nice mood. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And I hope you all liked it. And we are going to next lecture moment. And before we go there, we would like to ask little Diksha, wearing red t-shirt, is it? All ready for Jai Radha Madhav. Hari Bol.
Jaya Kund Bihari Jaya Gopi Jaya Gopi Yashodanandana Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe. Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Nityajan, Sachinandana Jaya Nityajan. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev. Hari Bol, Jaya Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. सचिदाय चांद की जय, जगन्नाथ मंदिर सुभद्र की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, गो फ्रेंड हरि हरि बोल.
And that's what I call taking it to next level. Haribo Tideksha, not just singing but dancing as well. Singing and dancing, the essence of Sankirtan movement. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. And that's what is adding to competition nowadays. But yeah, thanks for bringing the performance. It's really, really, it's sorry for saying performance, but it's just out of mood. But it's really wonderfully done. I like it so much, and I believe everyone should be liking it. We have got lovely comments as well. Very lovely, dear Titeksha. Very nicely done. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And so is Sudarshan and Pranav Prabhu and Satyamataji. Hare Krishna. Nice to meet. So, if you're all ready, we would like to proceed to our very enlightening, the appearance of Lord Nimai. And we have saved you some time, Guru Save Prabhuji, Dhanva Pranam, Hare Krishna. I think we did quite quickly, and there's more time for the relishment of nectar. Hare Krishna, how are you doing, Prabhuji?
Thank you. So we'll start with Gauranga Tami More.
Very good.
Gaurango tumi more, daya na chari ho. Gaurango tumi more, daya na chari ho. Apana kari aranga charane rakhi ho. আপন করিয়া রঙ্গ চরণে রাখিয়া। গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মোরে দয়ান চরিয়। তোমার চরণ লাগি সবাতে অহিনু। শীতলা চরণ পায় শরণ লইল। শীতলা চরণ পায় শরণ লইল। গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মরে দয়ান চরিয়। একুলে অকুলে মই দিল তিলাঞ্জলি। তিলাঞ্জলি একুলে অকুলে মই দিল তিলাঞ্জলি। রাখিও চরণে মরি আপনার বলি। রাখিও চরণে মরি আপনার বলি। গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মরে দয়ান চরিয়। বাসুদেব ঘোষে বলে চরণে দরিয়া। বাসুদেব ঘোষে বলে চরণে দরিয়া। কৃপা করি রাখো মোরে পদ ছায় দিয়া। কৃপা করি রাখো মোরে পদ ছায় দিয়া গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মোরে দয়ান ছড়িও গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মোরে দয়ান ছড়িহ আপন করিয় রঙ্গ চরণে রাখিয় আপন করিয় রঙ্গ চরণে রাখিয় গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মোরে দয়ান ছড়িয় গৌরাঙ্গ তুমি মোরে দয়ান ছড়িয় হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Gauranga. So, very well, everyone. Let me just bring myself back from space. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhava Shri Guru Dinatarinam. So, Hari Bol, everyone. Hope everyone can hear me okay. So today we're talking about the birth of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we've all been reading the wonderful Leelas from Chaitanya Bhagavat, and it's a wonderful Shastra. I read it many years ago, and it changed my spiritual life. And there's some wonderful pastimes behind the Lord's appearance. I've spoken on these before a little bit at the time of Lord Ram. And there's actually a pastime at the time of Lord Krishna, which actually describes one of the reasons behind Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's advent. So, taking Guru Maharaj Prabhupada's blessings, we'll go through that wonderful Leela. So, it was near the time when Lord Krishna was still in the planet in Dwarkapuri, and he was staying there with Rukmani and his queens. And Narad Muni was going around the world, and he was seeing that the advent of Kali Yuga was about to come. It was coming very close. And they were already able to see signs at that time of the advent of Kali Yuga. And it was very apparent to Narad Muni that people in general weren't taking an interest in religious activities. And it's said that people were simply interested in satisfying the needs of the belly and the genitals. That was it. And all they were interested in is lust, anger, envy, jealousy, pride, attachment. And if we look in the human society today, that's all anyone's interested in. People aren't considered successful unless they look to have incredible facility for sense enjoyment. In previous ages, people would be looked upon greatly if they were very educated, were a very religious person, a very good person. But now, great cheaters are praised. Like, look at Donald Trump. He's praised like anything by so many people. Oh, he's such a great leader, such a great leader. He's the biggest cheater around. And so you can see that in Kali Yuga itself, religious virtues are not very well respected. And Narad Muni was seeing this at the time when he actually went around. And what he could see was these symptoms starting to manifest. And he actually became very upset with this. And he thought, what can I do? The only thing I can do is go and speak to the Lord himself. Because Narad Muni was going around everywhere trying to see, is there devotees still around? So when he went to Dwarka, Narad Muni can travel anywhere. In any universe, he can travel. So he went to Dwarka, and there Lord Krishna was there. And it said that Lord Krishna had been spending the night at Satyabhama's palace. And in the morning, he had decided to go to Rukmani Devi's palace. And when Rukmani Devi heard this, she became very, very happy. And she began making preparations for the Lord's wonderful visit. And she was very, very happy and excited that the Lord was going to come. And when the Lord actually came, Lord Krishna came into her palace, she sat him down on a wonderful asan, served him very nicely, and took his lotus feet and put it on her chest. And she started to cry. And she was weeping and weeping. And Lord Krishna looked at her and said, "Why are you crying?" He said that, "Have I done something to upset you?" He goes, "Only once I joked with you. Have you not forgiven me for that?" So there's an instance in Lord Krishna's Leela when Lord Krishna said to Rukmani Devi jokingly, like, "Why are you so dedicated to worshipping me? I'm not interested in any of you queens." The Lord was making a joke. And Krishna says, "I'm just a cowherd boy. I'm interested in the cowherd people in Vrindavan and the gopis." And as Rukmini Devi was fanning, she just went into shock and immediately fainted. And before she could hit the ground, Lord Krishna did a forearm form and caught Rukmini Devi like that. So that's what Krishna was referring to then. I only joked with you once. And Krishna said to Rukmini, haven't you forgiven me for that yet? Is that why you're crying? And Rukmini Devi understood Krishna was teasing her. And so he said that even though you know the whole world perfectly, you still can't understand the heart and words of one who loves your lotus feet. And when Krishna heard this, he was saying, hold on, what is this? And Rukmini Devi says, even though you know everything, you can't understand the heart of your devotee who's attached to your lotus feet. And she said something to Krishna, and Krishna was struck with wonder afterwards. And Krishna actually said to her, Rukmini actually said to Krishna, if you place in your heart the love Srimati Radharani feels for you, then you will understand your devotee's love for you. And when she said this, Krishna immediately, his attention went up and he said, what is these words that you've said? He goes, please, you've awakened me. Tell me, what are these words that you've said? Please explain this to me. And Rukmini Devi said that Radharani alone knows the sweetest nectar of love for you. And she alone tastes that bliss. And it said that day and night, hearing of her love, how can the devotees not be filled with wonder? And she said, Brahma and all the demigods and goddesses, including Lakshmi Devi, who serves your lotus feet, are waiting for that nectar. And because she is Lakshmi Devi. And Rukmini Mata said, I am that goddess Rama. Rama means Lakshmi. I rest on your chest. I sleep with you in the same bed. It said that on Lord Krishna's chest, there's a mark, a line, which indicates Lakshmi Devi. And Rukmini Mata is saying that, I actually rest on your chest. I sleep with you in the same bed. I see you face to face. Yet I still yearn to attain that sweetness at the lotus feet that Srimati Radharani has. And he said, only Radharani, who enjoyed pastimes with you in Vrindavan, knows the true glory of your lotus feet. Her good fortune never ends. And he said that Krishna is... Hold on, are we having a problem with the volume? Is it low? Sorry, let me put the volume up. Very well, is that better?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very well. Is that a bit better? Okay.
Hare Krishna, yeah, that's much better. Thank you.
Okay. So, sorry, singing volume was slightly different to giving class volume. So, So it's saying that Radharani's virtues actually bind Lord Krishna. And Rukmini Mata says that you're not attracted to any of my virtues or any of the other queens. Those queens of Lord Krishna were at Rukmini Mata's, when Rukmini was supposed to get married to Shishupal, when they brought Rukmini out on the chariot to go to the temple to worship Durga Mata, there were so many kings there. There was Shishupal, so many other big warriors there. And when they saw Rukmini Mata, they didn't think of her as Rukmini Mata. They thought of her as a princess that they wanted to marry. When they saw her, it said that they were dumbstruck at how incredibly beautiful she was. People, the soldiers were just looking. Some of them even falling off their horses. They're all stunned because she was so beautiful. And it said that Krishna wasn't attracted to Rukmini Mata because of her beauty at all. Not at all, because he's Atmaram. He was reciprocating with her because she desired to marry him. Krishna fulfilled her desire. But other than that, Krishna is not attracted by the virtues of Lakshmi Devi. But Srimati Radharani, it said her virtues binds the Lord. And Rukmini Mata said to Krishna, even now you have not turned away from her. Your heart pines for her. The sounds of Radha's name makes tears stream from your eyes. And she said that this shows the power of Radharani's love for your feet. And she said, Lakshmi is the maidservant at your feet. She yearns to serve you. You are her master. But you pay no attention to her glorious virtues. By ignoring her, it is as if you have pushed an iron spear into her heart. This is Rukmini Mata saying that to Krishna, Lord Krishna. So she's saying to Lord Krishna, you need to take on this feeling of Srimati Radharani's love in your heart. And Krishna was struck with wonder at this. He thought, wow, I've never before considered taking the love of Srimati Radharani into my heart and experiencing that. So just as they were having this discussion, Narad Muni happened to, just before that actually, Rukmini said to Lord Krishna, she folded her hands and said, look, O Master, please make me a bumblebee at the lotus flower of your feet. And she said, I fear that you will leave me. Weeping this sinner begs, please do not leave my palace. And Rukmini Mata was saying, I'm both happy that you're here, but I'm also really afraid because I know soon you're going to end up leaving my palace and going somewhere else. So as much as she's attached to the Lord, while the Lord is there, she's fearing. So when she's overcome like this, Krishna comes and he sits close to Rukmini and he sits on his throne and puts Rukmini Mata next to her. And he basically says to her, never has anyone said such wonderful words to me. Never has anyone suggested that I take on this bliss of ecstatic love. So as Lord Krishna was reassuring Rukmini Mata, Narad Muni happened to come. And this is when he came. And immediately Krishna and Rukmini Devi stood up and greeted Shri Narad Muni. And when Lord Krishna saw Narad Muni, he was so happy. He went and actually embraced Narad Muni. And he embraced him so nicely that Narad ended up getting choked up and he was trembling. And tears were coming from his eyes, streaming all over his body. And he said he couldn't say anything because he was so overcome. And Lord Krishna said, look, Narad, please say what's in your heart. Say what you're thinking. And Narad, when he spoke to Lord Krishna and said, look, I'm coming here because I'm really worried about the actual living entities within this world. That in this world, so many people are turning away from you. What will be the benefit for them? How will they actually become engaged in devotional service? And Lord Krishna said, don't worry, I've just literally been having a conversation with Rukmini, and she has actually told me something wonderful. And also, have you forgotten that Goddess Katyayani had vowed to Lord Shiva that in Kali Yuga she would distribute my Mahaprasad and deliver everyone? And he says, so this is going to happen anyway. But literally now, Rukmini has just told me that I should actually taste that spiritual ecstasy. So the Lord said, in Kali Yuga, I will become a humble person, and accompanied by my devotees, I will engage in devotional service. I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will give everyone ecstatic love for me. I will manifest the Sankirtan movement of chanting my glories and take birth in Mother Sachi's womb in Navadvip. And it said that Lord Krishna said, I'll manifest a tall form. So Lord Krishna is even saying then, I'll manifest a form that's very tall. Because Lord Stani Mahaprabhu was like 7 foot. I don't know if you've been to Bengal, but the devotees aren't that tall. So they're quite short. You can imagine at that time, a 7 foot Lord Stani Mahaprabhu. So the Lord is saying here, I will manifest a tall, fair form with arms that reach to my knees. With saintly people, you can always tell because they have certain signs on their bodies that they're saintly. And one of them is their hands reach to their knees. My Guru Maharaj used to be like that. He had very, very long arms reaching to his knees. And so speaking like this, the Lord actually transformed into the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right in front of Narad Muni. And he said the Lord looked more brilliant than millions of suns. And Narad Muni when he saw this form of the Lord, he was so overcome, he couldn't even carry on looking at the Lord. He had to close his eyes because it was such incredible. And it was such an incredible darshan for him. And Krishna said, Narad, open your eyes, open your eyes. And when Narad Muni opened his eyes, that form of Lord Krishna, Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, had vanished. And he saw again the form of Lord Krishna. And Narad Muni was wishing, he's like, oh, I wish I would have taken darshan more. I want to see that form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Lord Krishna told Narad Muni, okay, fine, go visit Lord Shiva, visit Lord Brahma, and actually tell them and all the demigods to take birth in Kali Yuga, because I'm going there and I want to bring all my associates with me. So Narad Muni was so happy, he actually left that palace of Krishna and Rukmani and actually started in a wonderful day thinking of Gauranga Mahaprabhu's form, chanting Gaura, Gaura. And everywhere he was chanting as he went on the way to Lord Shivji's place. And he was such ecstasy, remembering again and again the wonderful form of the Lord. If you take darshan of Asachina Nitai Chand, they dress so beautifully and their forms are just so wonderful. Even when we do Pujari service and we bathe the Lord, you see the Lord's form and they're just perfect, absolutely perfect. And Narad Muni was seeing that form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu again and again, and he ended up where Lord Shivji and Parvati were. And coming to Lord Shivji and Parvati, Narad Muni paid his obeisances, and Lord Shiva came and gave him a big hug. And he fell at Katyani Durga Mata's feet, and she treated him just like a son. And she said to Narad Muni, where have you come from? And Narad Muni actually said, I've just come from meeting Lord Krishna. And actually, he was saying that he said to Lord Shivji and told him the whole story. And he reminded Lord Shivji of an event that happened before. And he said that he reminded Lord Shivji and Parvati that many years before, he had visited Uddhav. And Uddhav was staying there, and he was actually at Naimisharanya. And Uddhav had basically said to the Lord, and this is part of Uddhav Gita, he said to the Lord that, look, you're going to leave soon, in a few years. What's going to happen to myself, Uddhav saying, and all of the other devotees? How will they actually become delivered? He said, how will they get that salvation? And it's actually said in Uddhav Gita that he said that those things which are offered to the Lord, like the flower garlands and other items that are offered, including the remnants of the Lord's prasad, if the devotees actually take them, then they'll be delivered. And Uddhav said this to Lord Krishna, it's in Srimad Bhagavatam. And after that, in Krishna's actual presence, Uddhav actually asked for the Mahaprasad from the Lord's plate himself when the Lord was eating. So the Lord actually gave him that Mahaprasad. And Uddhav said to Narad Muni, he goes, I've had that Mahaprasad, so I'm saved. He goes, I've had this. And Narad Muni thought, hold on a second. Uddhav's a great devotee of the Lord, but I'm also the Lord's devotee. How is it that I want to have that Mahaprasad as well? So thinking like this, Narad Muni thought, well, where can I get this Mahaprasad? And he realized if I go to Lakshmi Mata, every day she serves the Lord Prasad. But the Lord had given her an order, like, you're not to give my Mahaprasad to anyone. So he thought, how can I get around this? So he thought, let me go and serve Lakshmi Devi. So Narad Muni went there, and for 12 years, he served Lakshmi Mata. And after those 12 years of service, he asked Lakshmi Mata, said, I'm very pleased with you. I'd like to give you a boon, ask for anything. And Narad Muni said, I've had a thought in my heart for many years. I would like the Mahaprasad from the Lord's plate. And Lakshmi Mata immediately said, oh, I can't, I'm not allowed to give you this. That I've been specifically told not to give it to anyone. And she said, okay, I'll have to step over the Lord's order and actually give you this Mahaprasad. So soon after that, when she was serving Lord Vishnu Mahaprasad, or Prasad, or Bhoga even, the Lord had eaten, and after the Lord's eating, Lakshmi Mata came before him and looked slightly afraid and was trembling. And Lord Vishnu said, Lakshmi Mata, what's going on? You look upset, you look fearful. And she said, Lord, please protect me. I'm feeling very fearful. And he said, Lord Vishnu looked over at Sudarshan, thinking, have you got something to do with this? And Sudarshan started trembling. And he said, Lord, her fear has got nothing to do with me. You should ask her. And the Lord looked at Lakshmi Mata again and said, why are you fearful? And she explained, Narad Muni served me for the last 12 years, you don't know. And he asked me for this, the remnants. And Lord Vishnu said, yes, but I ordered you not to give the remnants. And Lord Vishnu said, okay, since you've told him, without my knowledge, take the, the remnants and give it to Narad. So the Lord gave permission that without his knowledge, Lakshmi Mata can give him the remnants. So Lakshmi Mata took those remnants and actually gave them to Shri Narad Muni. And when Narad Muni ate them, he became so ecstatic, and it said his form started to radiate light like anything, because he took that Mahaprasad of the Lord. And he was dancing and so joyful. And because Lord Shivji and Narad Muni are like very good friends, he thought, let me go to my friend's house and tell him what happened. So Narad Muni went to see Lord Shiva, and when he got there, Lord Shivji goes, wow, what is this form that you're displaying? It looks so effulgent. How have you manifested this? And when Narad Muni told him everything, he said, I've just had the Maha from the Lord. And just like when some sadhu comes into this, when we go and have the Maha, he said, I just had this Maharaj's Maha. What's the question that you're usually going to get asked by the other person? Well, have you brought any for me? Where's mine? And Lord Shivji said to Narada, this is very nice. Where's my Mahaprasad? And Narada Muni was like, oh, well, I haven't brought any with me. I ate it all. And Narada Muni looked down and he saw that under his fingernail there was a grain of that Mahaprasad. So Lord Shivji saw that, grabbed his finger and took that grain of Mahaprasad and actually ate it. And from eating that Mahaprasad, he became so ecstatic, he started to dance and dance. And as he was dancing on the earth, he started to press the earth. He started to dance in such ecstasy, the earth pressed down into Rasatal. And it said that the whole universe started to press down onto, Anantasheshi's hoods. And the hoods came all the way down and pressed onto Kurmadev. And Kurmadev is a tortoise. And it's a cute description. He says Kurmadev poked his head out of his shell and looked around like, what's happening? How come the universe is coming down onto my back? And he looked at what's going on. He went, oh, okay, I can see what's happening. And Bhumi Devi went to Katyayani Mata, Durga Mata, and said, look, you got to do something. Lord Shivji is destroying me. He's pressing me down into Rasatal. And Durga Mata went to Lord Shiva, and she had to disturb his meditation, disturb his dancing. And when she was able to break Lord Shivji out of it, Lord Shivji goes, wow, why have you taken me out of this ecstasy? I was dancing so much for the Lord. It's like when we do on Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day and Gauranga Maharaj's appearance day, normally in the temple, devotees are dancing and stuff so like incredibly. We're trying to close the curtains to finish the darshan. You just can't close it because they will keep opening the curtains. So in this way, Lord Shiva said to Katyayani Mata, why have you disturbed this ecstasy of mine? And she said, well, what is this form that you've manifested? Because Lord Shivji's form had become incredible as well. It was glowing, it was effulgent. And he said, well, how have you manifested this form? I've never seen it before. And he said that, I've had the Lord's Mahaprasad. And if any of you are married, you know that if you ever make anything nice and offer it to the Lord, and Ragi's looking at me now, she's in the same room. If you ever make anything nice and offer it to the Lord, but end up accidentally eating it all yourself, your wife's going to be like, where's my part? Did you save any for me? So Durga Mata became angry. He goes, you had Mahaprasad? He goes, your vows of looking at me like your other half are obviously fake, because where is the Mahaprasad for me? And Lord Shivji turned around and said to Katayani Mata, Durga Mata, "You're not worthy of this Mahaprasad." And Durga Mata became so angry. She said, "I am Vaishnavi. I am the Lord's sister himself. I will show you that not only will I have this Mahaprasad, I'll make sure every single person has a right for this Mahaprasad, even the dogs and jackals." And he said that the Lord Vishnu actually appeared there in front of Durga Mata and Lord Shiva. And he said to Durga Mata, "Please don't be upset, because you are my sister. You are so dear to me. And I will grant your wish, and I will make it so that not only yourself, but everyone is entitled to that Mahaprasad." And this is why in Jagannath Puri, that is that Mahaprasad. That's where the Lord eats. And every single person is entitled to it. So obviously before, when we used to go to Jagannath Puri, we would go there. Some days we'd have prasad in the temple. Some days we'd, let's go to Maharaja restaurant or here, there and everywhere. Now in the lockdown, being so far away from the dhams and just not able to go there, I think anyone next time when they go to Jagannath Puri, forget no Maharaja, any restaurants. It's going to be go and get as much Mahaprasad as you can. Because honestly, now we're thirsting for it so far away from the holy dhams. So Durga Mata was very happy with this. And the Lord said, "Actually, I'm going to appear as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So all of you, please go and take birth in Navadvip and surrounding areas to come and do this Sankirtan movement with me." And it said that after that, Narad Muni actually went from Lord Shivji's place to Lord Brahma's place. And when he arrived at Lord Brahma's place, he said Lord Brahma was both happy and fearful to see him. He goes, "For a long time I've been meditating, Shri Narad. I was waiting for you to come and see me." And Lord Narad Muni said to Lord Brahma, he said, "Why were you waiting to see me?" He goes, "You're so great. This whole universe is called Brahmand because of you." Lord Brahma is called Brahmand, this place that Lord Sri Mahaprabhu has, Lord Brahma has created. And he said to the Lord, he said, "Please explain to me. The Lord is going to appear in a Kali Yuga. Where is this actually written?" And Lord Brahma explained that in Srimad Bhagavatam, when Garga Muni was actually doing the name-giving ceremony of Lord Krishna, he said to Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata that in the previous ages, your son has appeared in a white, red, and yellow form. And in this yoga, he's going to appear in a blackish form. So Lord Brahmadev went through what those forms were. So in Satyug, the Lord appeared in a white form, and he had matted hair, and he wore tree bark, and his actual name was Hansa in that incarnation. And in Treta Yuga, he appeared in a reddish form, and he was marked with the different emblems of Yagya. And he had a reddish form, and he'd carry a Yagya stick, and he actually was called Yagya. That was the incarnation of the Lord in Treta Yuga. And in Dvapa Yuga, the Lord appeared in the blackish form of Lord Krishna. So it says in there after that, that in Kali Yuga, Krishna Varanam Tvisha Krishna Sangopang Astra Parashadam Yagya Sankirtana Prayarijanti Sumedasa. This is where that verse comes from. It's in sequence. From when it is explaining, the Lord appeared in different colors. So the three colors are already used: the white, red, and black. And in Kali Yuga is where the golden form is coming. So it's actually written in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that the Lord will appear in this golden form. So this is the appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. It's actually written there. Gauranga Muni said about this, your son appears in 4 different forms, 4 different yugas. So this is the prologue to the wonderful appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If anyone claims, "Oh, this such and such person is the incarnation of the Lord," you always have to look, where is it written in the scripture? Or so many unscrupulous people can claim to be an incarnation of the Lord. So I think we're out of time. So I hope you enjoyed this wonderful pastimes of the Lord and a little introduction to the birth of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this world. And is there any questions? Is the host anywhere to be seen? Let's have a look at the... Okay, it doesn't look like there's any questions. So I'd like to end there. So Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Haribol, what a wonderful lecture. And every time the discloses are like giving goosebumps to everyone. Also, every time we get to learn something new. I never had those details earlier. Thank you so much. And I'm so blessed to know them now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Initially, I thought that we are going to have a longer lecture, but I mean, it was so well adjusted with the Kirtan. Thank you so much. That's for the wonderful Kirtan. Thank you so much. And now we are going to temple. If Pujari Dev is ready, so we are going to have. Now we have learned about Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu, who are there with us in Coventry. And there they are. So Sachin and Prabhu, if you're ready, we will begin the Aarti. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Damodar Prabhu, thank you for the Aarti tonight. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.
Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai, Jai Gauranitai. Shiv Jayo, Jayo, Gaura Chande, Arati Kaso.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Raman Hari Govinda Jai Jai, Radha Raman Hari Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Raman Hari Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Raman Hari Govinda Jai. Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Govind Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Jai. रघुवंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया 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 राम हरे राम हरे सिया हरे सिया राम हरे श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय राम Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 रघुवंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे नंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम राम जय सीताराम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भव तुमे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भव तुमे जयो जगन्नाथ जयो जगन्नाथ जयो बलदेव जय सुभद्रा Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ramo, Hare Ramo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Dhamma Pranam. Thank you, Damodar Prabhu, for such a wonderful Aarti. And Sachin and Tai Chan are looking so wonderful and colorful tonight. Thank you so much, Sachin and Prabhu. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to join Aarti, not just today, every evening. And we wish everyone to join evening Aarti, because it's not just Aarti. Then we read about Gauranga Mahaprabhu as in Chaitanya Bhagavat. So please join us every evening for the Aarti. Thank you. And there are a few announcements before we proceed to. Thank you, Damodar Prabhu. Thank you so much for the Aarti. Yeah.
Sri Radha Gokulanand ki jai, Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji, Sri Jagannath Subramanya ji, Sri Bhagwan Prahlad Maharaj ji, Sri Sachin Tai Chan ki jai,
Yeah.
Gangamaya Jamnamaya Saraswati Devi ki jai, Bhakti Priti Maharani ji, Ayodhyapuri Nath Jagannathpuri Dham ki jai, Vrindavan Amotha Dham ki jai, Anantapur Vaishnavani ki jai, Namaja Haidas Thakur ji jai, Bharat Mata ki jai, Golokundavan Dham ki jai, Gau Mata ki jai, Six Goswami ki jai, Panchatra ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai, प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री गणपति शिवाचार्य और प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल और गोविंद से मोदी मोदी हरे कृष्ण और गोविंद से मोदी मोदी हरे कृष्ण से मोदी हरे कृष्ण और गुरु श्री हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण.
Very well. Thank you, Damodar Prabhu. Thank you so much. And now it's time to remember that we have always short of time and we need to go away to meet again. But before we do that, there are important announcements and prayers that we all do and we must do. So before that, the announcement is that this Thursday we have Ekadashi, that is Amlaki Ekadashi, and coming Sunday is Gaur Purnima. The important thing is that on the day of Gaur Purnima, there is also clock change, so we'll be going an hour forward. So just make sure that we are all ready to get out of our bio time and readjust our bio time. Followed by that, until that, we request everyone to join Aarti in the evening, and followed by that we have Chaitanya Bhagavad book reading. And also this weekend we are going to finish on a Saturday book club, Nectar of Devotion, and then we are going to pick up Harinam Chintamani, wonderful to read, to improve, just to acknowledge how important is chanting and how we can connect with the Lord. Thank you so much. And before we proceed, Hare Krishna. I'm sorry. Hare Krishna. So we are going to do Nasimha prayers, and to do Nasimha prayers, we must remember everyone who is suffering in the world. But especially, I would like to request to pray for our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He recovered from COVID, and then again he's tested positive with typhoid. We don't know how the infection came, but yeah, is now positive with typhoid. Also, to the devotees and the carers of Guru Maharaj and the devotees around the world. Also, we will be praying for Premanji Mataji, Shraddha Mataji, Srimati Mataji, Neelavan Mataji, Vidur Prabhu's father, Govind Mataji, Raj Rishi from Calcutta, Gadadhar Prabhu, Kavita and Sanjay Bajaj, Manhar from Vrindavan, Vinod Mandish Mataji's father, Prem Molan, Moolchand Bhai Chauhan, Ramnik Khani, Mohit Agarwal, Reena Malhan from London, Raj Rishi, if I missed, Ramnik Lakhani. I guess I've covered the ones who really need our prayers, but also we need, who are in this world and need our prayer. Also, we need to pray for departed souls. They are on their onward journey, and we need to pray to Lord Narasimha that they reach their destination safely without any trouble. And we would like to pray for Ken Prabhu, Kachupai Vakela, Sardar Kamaljeet Singh from Kosturi's Bill, Sridhar Prabhu, Pranav Prabhu's friend, Javi Banta, Tom Hopkins, Naresh, Nareshi, Shani's Chachaji, Kaushal Bhai, Krishna Kirtan Das Review, Kachupai Vakela is a second month, and I would like to invite Anuragi Mataji to make further an announcement because the family is so much into it, and we would really like to thank the family, Vigela family, and for this special thank, I would like to invite Anuragi Mataji if she is there. Otherwise,
Hare Krishna, Pranam everyone. So we'd like to thank the Bagela family for joining us tonight. So tomorrow is Kachubai Uncle's second month. They've kindly sponsored the Borga tomorrow, all-day Borga, and they've also donated towards Guru Purnima festival in the memory of Mr. Kachubai Bagela. So over to the Bagela family. Who would be singing Nrsimhadev prayer today?
yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Anuragi Mataji. It's just me, I think.
Chaitanya, yeah? Okay. So we'll have Nrsimhadev prayers from the grandson of Mr. Kachubai Bagela. and then come back to me for announcements at the end. Thank you, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasinghaya. Namaste Narasinghaya. Pralhadaradaine. Pralhadaladadaine. Hiranyakashipu Rakshaya. Hiranyakashipu Rakshaya. Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Nashingho Parato Nashingho. Ito Nashingho Parato Nashingho. Yato Yato Yamitato Nashingho. Yato Yato Yamitato Nashingho. Ahe Nashingo Ritaye Nashingo. Ahe Nashingo Ritaye Nashingo. Narashingamadim Sharanam Prapadya. Narashingamadim Sharanam Prapadya. Tava Karakamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shingaya. Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nashingadev Jaya Nashingadev Jaya Nashingadev Jaya Nashingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol 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 Shingadev Jai. Hare Krishna everybody. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Chaitanya, for singing Nasamati. On behalf of everyone, thank you so much. It's a wonderful singing. We expect you again to sing. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And as we are coming to the end of program, I would like to remind that this week we are going to have Ekadashi again. I just told you, but I just want to make sure that everyone remembers Ekadashi on Thursday. Ekadashi is on Wednesday, but that's not suitable for fasting. I think it's on Thursday. It's Amlaki Ekadashi. And as we are building the moon, we are going to have Gaur Purnima on the Sunday. Also, this is important to understand that this Sunday is going to be special. Although we are at our different place, at our house, and COVID is restricting us to go to the temple, have a darshan, but it is not restricting us to do abhishek, not restricting us to do service for the temple. And how we can do that? If we can't be physically present, we can be mentally present, and we can do service by sponsoring the offering, sponsoring the seva. The different sevas like abhishek, garland seva, prasadam seva, bhoga seva, decoration seva, and flower seva. So there are different sevas which are there. Obviously, our heart are attracted to one of them, and whichever is dearest to you, please sponsor that seva. And I would like to, if you have any questions, please visit to our website. You can do back transfer. We'll be sending on the details. We can send that on the YouTube link as well down below. Also, we can send it to the group. So please sponsor Purnima, and you will have immense benefit spiritually as well, and I don't know materially, but you will have whatever you desire. So please sponsor. Hare Krishna. And as we approach the end of program, I would like to take your blessings. I would like to take blessings, especially from Vidya Prabhu, Haridas Prabhu. And I hope I have made all announcements. If there's anything that we need to make announcements for, please let me know.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prem Prakash Prabhu. Thank you. We'd just like to remind the devotees about the Yorpi appeal. So every year, ISKCON Coventry actually sponsors the deity dresses of baby Lord Chaitanya. So this is at Yorkbeat. So Yorkbeat is in Mayapur, the actual birthplace of where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born. So there they have a lovely temple, lovely deities of Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra cradling baby Nimai. And on Gaura Purnima festival every year, ISKCON Coventry devotees sponsor the dresses for baby Nimai on Gaura Purnima, and they actually get put on the deities that day. So it's very, very fortunate. So it's £200. So we've already had some names come in, and we've raised about £120 so far. So £10, £20, and altogether collectively, we'll send that over to the Holy Dham, and then baby Nimai will be dressed with ISKCON Coventry's donated clothes on his birthday. So if you would like to donate towards baby Nimai's clothes on Gaura Purnima, please just send a message. We can collect them via BACS, the donations, and then we'll transfer them across to Sri Mayapur Dham. And also just a reminder, the festival timings on Sunday, this Sunday, are slightly altered due to the festival. So at 7:30 in the morning, there will be Abhishek via Zoom. You can log in via Zoom and watch live Abhishek. Then at 5 p.m., I think it's 5 p.m. Yeah, 5 p.m. are virtual Bhoga offerings. So you can cook any offerings you would like for Lord Chaitanya on the day in your home, and then zoom in on your offerings, and these will be offered to the deity Satyananda Daipchan via Zoom. At the same time, the temple offering will also go on. So that's at 5 o'clock. And following that, at 5:30 p.m., we'll have Srila Prabhupada Aarti. And then 5:45, we'll have class by His Grace Raghupati Das Prabhu. And then 6:15 for an hour, we'll have lots of glorifications, lots of kirtans. So there's a new song, Bhaja Gauranga, that's being released by Pitaji on that day. So kirtans, videos, and dramas by the children. So that's 6:15 to 7:15, and 7:50. So I believe 7:18 is a moonrise. So it's fasting till moonrise. So on appearance days of the Lord, devotees are fasting. So it will be completed with a Ekadashi Prasad. So moonrise on Sunday is around 7:18. So we'll be planning to do Gaura Aarti at 7:15 at the appearance time of Lord Chaitanya. And then after Gaura Aarti, it's a fabulous Ekadashi feast, which I'm sure everyone will will enjoy. As Prem Prakash Prabhu mentioned, there are items which you can sponsor. So that will be posted on the notice board, WhatsApp notice board. And if anybody would like to, sing any bhajan, nice glorification of Lord Chaitanya on the festival day, please let us know in advance, and we can start you in. If there's anything else, Prem Prakash Prabhu, I think that's it.
I think that's it for now. And it's like Adivash ceremony, which is like eve of the festival, the day before the festival. We this day is Adivash weekend basically. So it's the last weekend we are meeting together. So build up the mood, and to build up further mood, we can all join in Jatan Bhagavatam reading we are having every day. And then obviously, if you can't, then please carry on this mood until next weekend, till Lord appears.
And also remember, the clocks do go forward on the same day of the festival, so log in at the right time.
Right, yeah. So obviously we'll all have a kind of lag probably in the morning, because we probably get to sleep an hour less on that day. But yes, it's a festival. So that's the mercy of the Lord. I'm just trying to remember is that because we are an hour back, so probably we will be able to fast more.
Another extra hour of fasting.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anuragi Mataji, and thank you all for joining in. So keeping the mood until next weekend. I, Prem Prakash Gaurdas, would like to sign off for today's program, today's Sunday Sangha, until the next one. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, and thank you for hosting this, and thank you for the support on the second month of Nana's passing. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Hari Bol.
We'll also continue prayers tomorrow.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you.